this store is super busy. It is always packed in here. And today was no different. There were people all over me. Mini chicken tacos. I've had these. Somebody opened it. That's a shame. It's gonna be garbage, unfortunately. Southwest style chicken quesadillas. Lots and lots of really, really fun and interesting foods. You can always count on Trader Joe's for that. Beef shepherd's pie. That's a big thing. That wouldn't be a lunch. That'd be a dinner for 2 people. This mac and cheese is always delicious. As simple as it seems. 4 cheese macaroni. French onion macaroni and cheese. That looks good. Meat lasagna. I love lasagna. That's a big one though. Now look at this. Wait, I wanted to look. Okay, here we go. Cacio e pepe. I'm sure I didn't pronounce that right. That's pretty popular these days in restaurants. Cauliflower gnocchi. I think I bought that one time and my husband ate it. I don't remember how it was. I don't like cauliflower products. I don't mind cauliflower, but I don't like cauliflower things. Stuffed gnocchi, potato gnocchi stuffed with tomato sauce and mozzarella. Tandoori naan. They got a whole bunch of foods from India here. Vegan tikka masala. I do like these sorts of things, but they tend to be a bit spicy. Bean, rice, and cheese burritos. Pretty basic. Chicken taquitos. Product of Mexico. Okay, we're in a refrigerator section now. Chicken piccata. That's like a dinner. Chicken parmesan. Chicken marsala. All good things. Serves 2 or 1 hungry person. Greek chicken. That looks good. They have all these prepared salads, which always look delicious. It's like $5.99 for a Waldorf salad. Mozzarella and tomato salad. Classic Greek salad. Broccoli, slaw, and kale salad with white chicken meat. Chinese-inspired salad with chicken. There's tons and tons and tons of things to eat here. Tarragon chicken salad wrap. These are like pre-made wraps, obviously. Turkey club wrap. I feel like they might be a little soggy. That's me though. I've never had one. Pollo asada burrito. So that's chicken and beans and cheese. I'm moving around so quick I can't even read the stuff right now. Sesame miso salad with salmon. The reason I'm moving so quick is that there's people all over the place and I just can't even stay still. Green goddess salad. I bet that's good with blackened chicken thigh meat. I like green goddess. Chickpea, kale, and crispy red rice salad. That might be good. sharing with you some of my own unpopular opinions. Alright, but first, let me taste the food. Oh, and I have some iced tea over here too, by the way. Okay, so just stirring it for the first time. I did not stir it right after it came out of the microwave, even though you are supposed to. But look at how, can you see this? I don't know if you can. Let's try. Alright, that was awkward. But okay. Can't believe how hot it still is. Seriously. It's been out of the oven for like 10 minutes already. Alright. It is so good. It's not anything like, if you're thinking like Kraft macaroni and cheese or any of that garbage, this is as good as what you'd get in a restaurant. I am not even kidding. Like, I highly recommend it. Yeah. 10 out of 10 for frozen macaroni and cheese. Okay, now chicken taquito. I unfortunately didn't have any salsa, believe it or not. So I took some marinara sauce and added some hot sauce. Let's see how that goes. Not bad at all. Let me taste it without the sauce. Good. Very good. I think I prefer beef over chicken, but I didn't see any beef. So let's get to my first unpopular opinion, and let me just consult my list. Okay, this is an important one. So I am sure that, now, if you do this, many of you probably do, okay? And lots of people do. And I'm just saying, I don't really get it, okay? But I'm not trying to insult you or anyone. Now, I do not have a dog, okay? I'll start out by saying that. But why? Well, okay, the opinion is, I don't think it's safe to let your dog stick his or her head out of the window of the car while you're driving. I love animals, okay? I love dogs. And why is it any different? Would you let your kids stick their head out the window? I know the dogs love it. I know that. But when I was a kid in elementary school, I remember an assembly of the whole school where they taught us about like safety on the road, having to do with things like sticking your head out the window of a school bus and other things like railroad track crossings and all kinds of stuff. That was one of them, and it stuck with me. I think the movie they showed us was like dramatic. I feel like they showed something bad happening. Like, I'm not even gonna get into it because this is supposed to be relaxing, but so that's just my first opinion, and that is, if you wouldn't let your kids stick their head out the window, why tighten it. But you have like 200 kids in the grade and everyone else hates them. Isn't that ironic? Like, I think about this sometimes and I think, how do they get the amount of power that they have over people when, like, everyone else hates them? Do you get what I'm saying? Let's say you were in a clique of your own, not that clique, not the popular clique, but some other clique that also had an equal amount of people. Well, what makes those popular kids any better than you? They're not better than you, right? But why does everyone have to, like, put them up on a pedestal? Where do they get their power is what I'm saying. Like, where do they get the power? What is it? I mean, it happens all the time, everywhere. Does it happen outside of the US? Let me know. Okay, if you're from another country, tell me, do they have these same kind of scenarios? Like, I feel like they have them in England. Do they have them in non-English speaking countries? Is it the same situation? Do you have the popular kids and everyone else is, like, somehow considered inferior? You could say maybe they're the rich kids, they have the money, so they have the power, but why does everyone in the school, like the kids, what do they care? What does money have over these other kids to, make them feel less than? The money doesn't belong to the popular kids, it belongs to their parents. Okay, so I'm just very curious about how this has all evolved, because this is how it has been forever. Or at least since before I was born. Okay, next. Let's see, okay. This one I don't get. So, I think that it should be illegal to sell used makeup. Now, not illegal like you're gonna go to jail, but it just shouldn't be a thing. If you sell it, if you buy it, no hate, okay. It's fine. I'm just saying, I don't get it, because people are always telling you, clean your hands, use hand sanitizer, stay away from germs. They say throw away your own makeup once you've had it for several months. If you have an eye infection, throw out your eye makeup afterwards, get new. Like, there's so much talk about germs, right? Now, I don't know how long germs actually live on makeup, to be honest. I really don't know. Maybe they don't really live. Maybe they die almost instantly. Maybe it's not an issue. But even if it wasn't about germs, like, why do you want someone else's makeup that has touched their face, has been around their eye, on their lips? I, for one, when I go into these makeup stores and they have, like, you could try out the makeup, like you can put it on a Q-tip or whatever, I don't do it unless I'll put it on my hand if I want to see a color. That is it. I don't trust that just because I'm using a Q-tip that the guy before me this macaroni and cheese is out of sight. Okay, I think it's kind of like the one from Chick-fil-A. I think. I haven't had that Chick-fil-A one in a while, but it's really good. Okay, what else do I have here? Okay. I do not like the name ASMR. There. I said it. I don't like the name ASMR. I have an ASMR channel. What is it? What does it stand for? Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. Now, no offense to the person who coined it. Okay, I respect them very much. Is that the person who had the first video? I don't know exactly who coined it, but it was somebody from the ASMR community, I believe so. I'm not trying to insult them, but personally, I don't like it. If I had to explain it to somebody who is not into ASMR, I don't think it would sound nice. Like, I would say I haven't, which is why one of the reasons I don't tell people that I have a channel, because nobody that I know of has heard of ASMR. Like, nobody in my generation. Like, all of my kids' friends know what it is. And my kids tell all their friends that I have a channel. And that's fine. It's not a problem. But people of my generation, they do not know of it. They do not watch it. There's no discussion of it whatsoever. So imagine I said, oh, in my spare time, or in all of my time, I have an ASMR channel and I make videos for it. And they would be like, what does that stand for? Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. Now, first of all, two of the words in there sound a little risque to me. Two of the words, okay? That's for starters. And it's kind of unclear what exactly that even means. Like, if that was my explanation to the person that ASMR means Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, they would be like, yeah, what? What do you mean? What is that? I still have no idea. So, yeah, I don't like it. Do I have a better idea? No, I don't have a better idea. I really don't, to be honest. I've thought about it. I feel like it needs a brand new name that's just a new name, like out of nowhere name, like a word, a made up word, or somebody's last name. Just like other things like macaroni. Like, what does macaroni mean? It's a word, okay? The word was specifically invented to describe this pasta, macaroni. My name, Nicole, what does it mean? Well, maybe it means something, but it's just a name. It's just my name. It doesn't have to have a meaning. Do you follow what I'm saying? Like, one more example, okay? Camera, right? It's a word. Okay, and maybe someone's gonna say it comes from the Greek word something or other. Okay, fine. But somebody just invent a nice word, a brand new word to mean ASMR, or maybe the last name of the first person who started it. I mean, it's never gonna happen, okay? It's just me, like, yapping about nothing, but that's just my thoughts. Okay. Trying to decide which one to do. Alright. Okay, I'm going to talk about what I think about hanging your coat in a public place or on a public rack. Now, I'm not talking about like a coat check, okay? That's fine, okay? You get a number, it's assigned to your coat. If they lose your coat, they gotta get you a new coat. Fine. I'm also not talking about like some massive obviously that might be dicey, right? But I'm talking about like a small place, like for example, this is where I get this thought from, okay? This is where I learned my lesson. So I still have, but it's a different coat right now. So this is like over 10 years ago. I had a very typical North Face, like jacket. I like to call it ski jacket, but nobody uses that term anymore. Winter jacket, puffer. It's not that puffy. You know what I'm talking about, right? So and I was invited to a bar mitzvah in New Jersey, which was to be a service in the morning. It was a Saturday morning, and that night would be the party. So we brought a change of clothes. Like we drove to New Jersey for the service. We went to the service. We brought clothes to wear for the night party. We did not go back home because it was a bit of a ride. Our plan was to spend the day with, other people that we knew. So as not to have to go back home before the party that night. Okay. Now it was the dead of winter, like brutally cold. It was back in the days when it used to actually get cold around here. I don't remember exactly what I wore to the synagogue, but I was wearing my black North Face, and when I walked in the place, I hung up my jacket on the coat rack. I'm gonna start eating my peanut butter bar. I'm pretty excited. Okay, looks good. Tasty. Okay, so we went in, yada yada yada. A couple hours later, it's time to go, and my husband likes to be the last person there, which I don't like. He likes to say goodbye to each person. He thinks he's supposed to. Like, he's been, taught you have to go around to every single person you know and say goodbye, specifically to them. Even though you're going to see them later that night. Okay, that's not me. I'm like, for something like this, you don't even need to say goodbye to the people. You will see them later. But in other circumstances, I'll just stand at the end of the room and I'll just wave bye to everybody. Nice seeing you all. That's me. So anyway, we say goodbye to every single person. We go to the coat rack. It's literally empty. All that's on it are 4 coats, basically. Mine is not there. No. But I realize, since the only coats left were basically my husband's and my 2 kids' coats, the other coat that was remaining was a North Face, a black North Face, very similar to mine, but a longer one, like a little bit longer, like comes to mid-thigh, let's say, and mine comes to your hip. So, somebody took my coat by accident, so I don't think anyone stole it, it's not that deep. But like I said, it was a freezing day. And of course I looked in the pockets and there were tissues and stuff. I was like, I can't even put this on. I have no idea who this person is whatsoever. I can't put on their coat. And I am freezing. So we leave with no coat for me. And same thing that night. So the whole day I had no coat. No coat. Figure it was probably 30 degrees. And that night, granted, we weren't hanging out outside, but you have to sit in a car, you have to get in and out of a car, walk down the block a bit, stuff like that, with no coat. And I do remember I was wearing a cocktail dress, whatever that means. was like fancy sandals with like little rhinestones on them. I was almost never as cold as this. It was insanity, okay? It was horrific. So, later we came to find, unfortunately, I thought I brought the coat into the party that night. I thought the person would be there and we could exchange coats. I think I even told the person in the coat check room because I checked that coat. But this never happened, so it turned out that was a person who just went to the temple or something. They weren't, specifically, they weren't there specifically for the bar mitzvah, and they weren't at the party. Ultimately, I did get it back. We, exchanged them through the mail. But the point is, I will never do that again. I don't do that. Like, even when I go to the gym on cold days and I bring my coat, I walk around the gym with my coat. I'm not kidding you. I'm not gonna hang it up because I still wear a black North Face and everyone has a black North Face. So yeah. And that is my final opinion for today. This is pretty good. Okay. So my final review on the food. As far as frozen macaroni and cheese goes, I don't think you can find better. This is really good. And very reasonably priced. The taquitos were fine. Nothing exceptional, but they were good. Peanut butter and jelly bar. First bite was as I kept eating it. It was really good. I liked it. So as far as like bars like this, like cereal bars, like Nutri-Grain type bars, I'll give it a 10 out of 10 in comparison to the other cereal type bars. Okay, it was tasty, and I love peanut butter and jelly. And my own homemade sauce, well, I would have preferred if it were actually salsa, but you can't have everything. Alright, so one more sip